Good afternoon. Today is 1 March 2023. I hope everyone is doing well. We're picking up where we left off a couple weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago, we did an overview of what's to come. We are in Matthew chapter 8, and we're looking at three miracles of healing. And the first that we're going to look at today is over a skin disease named leprosy. The second is, which would be next week, is healing over paralysis. And the third is over sickness and demons. Today we're looking at the man who was healed that had leprosy. Leprosy was a skin disease. You can read about it extensively in Leviticus chapters 13 and 14. Long story short about it is, if someone had leprosy, they had to social distance themselves from the community. Priests were heavily involved in the process as far as examining the skin disease, declaring the person clean or unclean, declaring if the person had been healed, and third, they would perform the necessary burnt offerings that were prescribed in that manner. Today we're picking up Matthew 8, verses 1 through 4. Matthew records, "When Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before him and said, 'Lord, if you are willing, make me clean.' Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. 'I am willing,' he said. 'Be clean.' Immediately he was cleaned of leprosy. And then Jesus said to him, 'See that you don't tell anyone, but go show yourself to the priests and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them.'" Jesus, he cleansed the man. He reached out, touched the man, and healed him. And then he told the man who had been healed of leprosy to go show himself to the priest. Now, this was for two reasons. One, it was to declare that a miracle had been performed and that Jesus was the one who performed the miracle. But two, it also fulfilled the requirements of the law. And as we read in Matthew chapter 5, Jesus said he came not to abolish the law, but to fulfill the law. The man who was healed, he understood, he had an understanding that it was God who would do the healing and that he was able to. The man asked Jesus, he said, "If you are willing." It's good to pray for healing. It's good to pray for healing. The man here prayed for healing and understood that if he were to be healed or not healed, it would be because of God's doing. And we read in the, I think, third letter of John. John prays for good health to his recipient of his letter. He states, "Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, and even as your soul is getting along well." So even John is praying for his reader that he has good health. And that's in the third letter of John, chapter 1, verse 2. I would like to pray at this time and just pray for healing. And I just want to, everyone who's listening, everyone who's not listening, everyone who's a truck driver, everyone who's not a truck driver, I pray for healing in your life, for physical healing, for any body aches that you may have. I pray for broken relationships or relationships that may be strained. I pray for broken or hurt spirits. Maybe you've been hurt in the past, and I pray for healing for your spirits if it's been crushed or broken. Also pray for emotional pain. If someone or something has caused you pain over your life, I pray for healing. I pray for wearisome. If you're tired, I pray if there's a loss of hope in your life. I pray for healing in all of these circumstances. That, like Jesus in the story we read about, when he reached out and touched the man, and I just pray right now that you would feel God's touch in your life. Also, thank God. I want to end this video and prayer with the thanksgiving of the victories in our lives. Those victories where we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God has interceded for us and gave us victory, gave us freedom. Thank God for the people who have been in our lives, who have just loved us unconditionally, inspired us, and made us feel validated, wanted. We thank God for our families and our loved ones. And most of all, just want to thank and praise God for his love and his companionship. I pray that's a blessing to you wherever you are, whatever's going on in your life. I pray that you feel the warmth of God's face and love shining on you and giving you peace in every circumstance of life. God bless you. Thanks for watching.